Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing and also be sure to hit that notification bell. That way, you'll indeed be notified for any awesome videos like this in the future. Ma is a 2019 horror thriller film. When a woman agrees to buy booze for a group of teens, they begin to party in her basement. But her hospitality soon turns into obsession. Directed by Tate Taylor and starring Octavia Spencer, Diana Silvers, and Juliette Lewis. The movie's main character is a young teenage girl by the name of Maggie, who is an exchange student trying to fit in with her new school, as you do. And she becomes friends with this group of teenagers who often booze it up and do drugs, as you do when you're in high school. The interesting thing about her friends, other than the one guy that she seems to have a crush on, they seem to be your generic background characters. They literally do nothing to build up these other kids other than they're just her friends. There's nothing really known about these characters. They do nothing to really flesh them out and make them feel like people other than they're just background characters and the awesome parties that these kids host. As for the Ma character, she is a very complicated character, and I think that's partially due to the way that she's badly written. I definitely think that Octavia Spencer does a good job at selling the psychotic, person trope that we see a lot in these types of movies. But her motives are not really fleshed out great. I mean, they really have a kind of plot that looks like it's trying to come forward, but they need to do more work on it. And that is the plot that she might have possibly been abused when she was a child, as she keeps having these PTSD flashbacks of when she was a child. And I guess the reason why she goes after this group of teens is because they remind her of the kids that fucked with her when she was a kid. I guess. But I mean, the other characters that were from when she was a kid, like that are now grown up, live in the same town, but she doesn't really go after them. I mean, she kills one of them and then, proceeds to kill the other one. But she doesn't really have a clear motive as to why she is killing people. I mean, the first two victims that she kills were obviously people from when she was a kid, but the kids, it makes no sense as to why she would kill them, especially throughout the film. She seems to be becoming friends with them. I mean, this could just be the insane ramblings of a psychopath, and you don't really need to explain it or understand it. I mean, she's just crazy, and that's how it is. But I guess a lot of people could break down this character. But at the end of the day, I think the way this character was written was for her to just be insane, and she doesn't really have a motive behind what she does other than she's just crazy. Plus, are you even allowed to have a bunch of random kids boozing it up in your basement and having raves? Because I'm pretty sure that's illegal as fuck. And this movie has one of the most racist scenes, at least I think this is racist, where Sue takes a paintbrush with white paint on it and then proceeds to paint a black man's face white. Like, what the fuck is that? And even when we do get to the serial killer stuff, the movie just brings it out of nowhere. It just brings out this freaking horror movie scenario plot out of nowhere. And while yes, Sue was acting pretty sus and pretty creepy, she never actually did anything. She just kind of creepily, looked at people's profiles on Facebook to figure out who they were and just started stalking people. She didn't actually do anything. The movie pulls this whole horror movie slasher trope out of nowhere and just runs with it. The last few moments of the movie feel like a legit horror movie, whereas in the first half of the movie just feels like you're watching a movie about a bunch of kids boozing it up. The movie is okay for what it is, I guess, but you could definitely spend your time elsewhere. I would give this movie a 3. It's not that great. I mean, the acting is great, I guess, but the film is all over the place and the characters are just badly written. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed my look at Ma. And with that being said, do take care and have a great night.